What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Just going to do a quick video, hopefully 5 minutes or so. I know I always say that, but we'll make it quick. This is going to be a newcomer video. Question I get all the time, and sometimes it's not even a question, but I hear people say, "Oh, I want to invest in cheap stocks that are only under $10 a share." And I'm going to tell you why that's usually not the best idea. Okay, so do me a favor, like and subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment below. Does this something that resonates with you? Have you had success investing in penny stocks? So let's get into it. I'm just going to keep this real quick. This is going to be one of my newbie type videos. So why do newcomers look for stocks that are cheap? All right, penny stocks, stocks that are under $10, if you will. I just got a question. This is what prompted that video. So why? Well, they think that okay, this stock is cheap. So therefore, the potential for it is much higher. Okay, so I can buy this stock here for a couple bucks, and in a few years, it'll be up to maybe a few hundred or a few thousand% returns. Guys, if it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. Okay, and here's the reason why that doesn't really work. So there's first of all, I have another video on why stock price is not as important as people think, and you should look at something more like market cap for what a stock value is. Okay, so if you look at I'll refer you to that video for more information on that. Okay, so first of all, we have to ask, why is this stock so cheap? All right, why is it under $10? Why is it $1? Why is it a penny stock? Well, usually that's because it's not a very good stock. And one of the ways, there's a very easy way to tell this. Okay, there's a stock some of you may be familiar with called Mullen. Okay, so people see a stock like this and they say, "Oh, this stock is $1.70. I can buy this." And what they say is, well, this stock used to be over $1 billion a share. The reality is no. This stock was never $1 billion a share, but this takes into account reverse splits and all the dilution that they do. Okay, now if you look, this stock is down 100% all time. Okay, obviously not 100, but 99.9999999% down all time. Okay, so if you want to know more about how this is some crook shit, by the way, this is some criminal type shit. The reason it's not illegal is because they tell you that they're doing this. All right, so if you look at the financial statements or you watch smart videos like this, you'll understand the game. So I go into this in my dilution video, which I will put in the comments actually, so you can see more about how the inner workings of this work. But this is the reason why you don't buy these cheap stocks, these penny stocks. Why? Because essentially they just go down. Yes, they have these little pumps here and there, but you can see the direction that they're going in. Okay, so what should you do instead? Well, if you want those monster-sized returns, you can still get that, and you can get that on some better stocks. Okay, maybe stocks like Apple or Microsoft, or even some of the lesser-known stocks that are still good stocks that aren't down 100% all the time. Okay, so first thing you want to look at really is, what has a stock done over its lifetime? All right. So let's look at a company. I'm trying to think of something like in the middle of the road, kind of. All right. Let's look at something like ExxonMobil. Okay. So ExxonMobil is up 2,000% all time. Okay, so you can see that it's a stock that heads in the right direction. Yes, you have these dips, and I'll get into more of that with the Fibonacci. If you watch my Fibonacci videos, it tells you all about Fibonacci retracement, and you can get in stocks essentially 50% off or more at times. Um, and if you can't afford these stocks, like for instance, let's say you wanted something like a Berkshire Hathaway stock, right? Well, they I guess they did the splits, but even still, someone may say, oh well, I don't have the $500 to buy a share at a time. I can only buy a little bit. Well, every broker in existence at this point pretty much has fractionalized shares. Okay, so you're much better off buying these stocks at a discount, and letting those ride than you are buying a penny stock like a Mullen or um, uh, like a CEI stock. Okay, so this is another one. People say, "Ooh, Camber Energy, great stock, right?" This was a really hot stock about a year ago. Okay. And as you can see, it's down 93% just in the past year, right? And then as you go further out and you go, what do I say? Look at that all time. What is that all time story telling you? It's telling you this stock is complete and utter shit. Okay. So you don't want to invest in these stocks. These stocks are not going back up. If they do, essentially they're not really going back up either, and they may pump for a little bit. Again, now we're getting into trading a little bit. I'm not saying don't trade these stocks. I'm saying don't invest your money in these stocks and say, okay, I'll invest this here. I'll buy 10,000 shares of this. It's only 20 cents, or it's only 2 cents a share right now, right? So I'll buy 100 or a million shares or whatever. You're just going to lose your money, okay? Because they're just going to keep running this game that they've run forever, because uneducated investors are not aware of how this kind of thing works. And again, do me a favor, like and subscribe to this so you don't miss out on this stuff. But I'm going to put a video in this comments below about dilution that goes deeper into this. I've already dove deeper into this. Um, so this is why you want to stay. And if you want those, let's say you want these huge returns, right? Just trade options on the big ones. Okay, options are not very difficult to trade. It's much easier than people think. Yeah, is it more risk? Absolutely. But if you understand the risk, and again, I do go into this in my Discord, in videos on here. I do go into, and I'll teach you how to play options, how to buy options. So. In a nutshell, stay away from the penny stock shit, okay? If you want to know if a stock is good or is a solid stock or is a piece of shit, look at the all time, okay? If it's down anything more than 90% all time, I wouldn't invest in it, all right? If it's down 70%, now you're looking at a high risk play, and that could all depend on movement and stuff like that. But it's still a dilution risk, all right? But stay away from that stuff. You can get these gains, these big gains that you're looking for, on stocks that actually go up, okay? And that's what I want you guys to take away from this. That's what I'm going to teach you guys, okay? So, again, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys watching. Stay away from the shit. Invest your money in some good stocks.